A message of angels. Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. Luke 2:14. Let us remember that when such phrases are said, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person through which the miracle is manifested or some other such detail is the God being praised. The words of this text are the words sung by the angels to the shepherds on the occasion of the birth of Jesus. Now, technically, they would have sung it to God, but so that the shepherds could witness. An angel had announced the fact of the incarnation, and the heavenly host appeared by the side of the shepherds in the glory of the Lord to declare the blessings of it to men. Three great truths were proclaimed by the voice of the angels. Part 1, a message of praise. Glory to God in the highest. It was fitting that the birth of Jesus should be attended by a message from angels to help the world understand the nature and meaning of it. The heavenly host spoke, not from above, but from the earth at the side of the shepherds. They were messengers from above and came in the glory of God, but they came with a message for men. They stood among men with their faces radiant with the smile of the Lord, their hearts in eager sympathy with men, and spoke with tongues of men to utter praise to God for expressing himself in the gift of his Son. And, but does it say that any of the people who knew Jesus took the Son of God stuff literally, except the couple that were corrected? Only angels could speak adequate words of praise to God on such an occasion. Well, because they're sinless and have no choice. So whatever they were ordained to say, they would do it perfectly. Their words of praise were filled with a deeper meaning than they could reveal to men at that time. The glory passed quickly from the hillside, but the words of the angels lingered in the ears of the first hearers. The song did not die. Its notes echo still in all lands. Every generation turns to this song of praise with wonder and hope. Now, because the Bible's in Greek, and, it was Greek people asking about what happened among people who would have preferred to speak Aramaic. And certainly their religious stuff was in Aramaic. Some books were left out of Bibles because they were originally in Greek, but we don't know the notes because we don't have the original. Section 2, a message of peace. And on earth peace. The angels turned from speaking praises to God to speak to the effects of the coming of Christ on earth. Christ came to earth to bring peace. Sin had brought enmity, discord, and unrest to the people of the earth. Peace needed to be restored in all relations of life. Christ would bring peace into troubled hearts, peace between man and God, and peace among men. Since it is sin that brings discord, only a power that can destroy sin can bring peace. Christ alone has this power. His coming to earth makes it possible for human hearts to have peace with God, within themselves, and with one another. Only on the basis of his teachings can we have peace on earth. Section 3, a message of promise. Goodwill toward men. Gender neutral, of course. The incarnation brings God's goodwill to dwell among men. Well, every sent one was manifesting the qualities to teach the people. It is his eternal promise that his goodwill may abide on all who will accept the Christ and abide in him. God sent his Son into the world because he loved the world. Christ came because he shared this love of the Father. And Gnostically, we can take that term more literally, the Christ and the Messiah stuff, and understand, like the Bible keeps talking about, you can become children of God. Well, if you're not, so it's not a literal thing. Through the birth of Christ, God would send a stream of his abiding love to all men of the earth. The goodwill of God can reign on earth only in and through the power of Christ. It is God's promise, and he will keep his promise. All men everywhere should sing the song of praise, seek the peace of God, and accept his promise of goodwill. And little stream is what Jafar means. So Jafar is usually how people say it. I like to hearken to the ancient Egyptian, that would not be tilted at that angle from your view, but, you have the hand, you have the sutures before that, you have that snake, with the horned snake, and then you have the lips. And that also means religious person, but